Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Valentine's Day is Saturday, February 14th. Call or stop into the Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. A special gift makes a special day. Let the Garden Gate help. We offer a variety of fresh flowers, balloons, candy, stuffed animals, candles, and many other gift items. The Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney, proudly serving the area for over 28 years. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has programs like Living the Country Life, Successful Farming, and the National Day Spotlight, along with Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and more. Plus, weekend programming like Midwest Country Music Originals, Country Legends Jukebox with Jay Dean, and Les Butler and Friends Bluegrass Gospel Hour. All of this plus all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com, download the app with Apple and Android devices, or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Check, 1, 2. It is time for just another morning show here on Steve Shetler Media. That's not Neil over there.
No, he is. It's Neil 2.0 over here in the corner. So.
Rick Landgrebe in the house. How you doing, Rick?
Oh, I'm great. How about you today, Steve?
Doing all
Good
right.
Deal.
It's a fine start to our Wednesday morning here in Southeast Iowa. A hump day. Yes, Neil is out. He'll be back tomorrow. Never fear. He'll be back. But we got Rick from Brothers Market here in Sigourney. And, Rick, I messaged you, about 9 o'clock last night. I was like, hey, you want to come into the show today?
Yeah, sitting there watching, I don't know what, on the TV. And I'm like, oh, Steve, I'm going to be a guest host today. Neil's house. So
you're going to be hanging out here till about 8 o'clock or so.
I'll hang out
and then you have to go
too.
do your real duties for the day.
Yeah, I'm a paying job. it probably trumps this one, I guess, but we'll do it.
Nice. So a paycheck is better than what you'd get from here.
Yes.
Which is hugs and friendship. That's how I pay people.
Yeah.
I always ask Neil what's been going on the last 24 hours. What's been happening in your world in the last day?
Not much. We kind of tuned in and listened a little bit of both basketball games. We kind of checked in on my buddy's team down at Pekin. Checked that out on the phone last night. Then listened to both the Savage games, and Savages came out 1-1 last night. Pekin with an exciting game too on that end. So that was our night, and then I can't remember if we caught up on American Idol last night or not.
Okay.
But that was kind of a couch night at the at the Landgrebe house.
It was at our house as well. Speaking of that Pekin game, so Clint Weber, athletic director Clint Weber at Pekin, he posted the finish to that Pekin game last night. And I tell you, I just posted it. I had him send me the video. I put it up just now on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. But let's take a look at the last few seconds. This is Pekin and Winfield Mount Union. Maybe a second left on the clock?
Not much.
And here we go. as the buzzer is sounding, let me do a little work on this. As the buzzer was sounding, was that Nolan Glick maybe that got the bucket on that? It kind of looked like him. I'm not sure who had the pass in, but let's watch that again. Looks like maybe Henry Adams is throwing it in.
Well, underneath and
yeah. So a crazy finish. Clint was telling me via text this morning that Winfield Mount Union seems to always have Pekin's number in basketball, and so it was really good for Pekin to get the win. I was just looking at the standings here before we went on. Pekin and Winfield Mount Union ended up tied at 13-3 in the conference for the boys. What'd I say? Hillcrest was the number one team.
Maybe.
Yeah, 15-1. So some really competitive boys basketball there in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference?
Yeah, because it's the Cedar League up here. Yeah, you're right.
So, and we'll be covering Pekin boys in the postseason here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube, and also doing Keota girls basketball. I did finally get that confirmed. That was one of those things. I was telling Neil yesterday, and you probably heard me whine and moan about it a little bit, but man, the state just
it's
big money to do these girls games. It's basically almost double of what they charge, of what the boys union charges to do games for media outlets. It's $250 for me to cover like a boys game. I paid the Iowa, whatever it's called, the boys
Athletic Association. Yes.
And then on the girls' side, Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, I have to pay them $400 just to do the game.
I don't get that. I don't get that either. Like they showed, it was kind of secretive and I don't know if you've seen this, the salary of the two people that run the Iowa Boys Athletic Association.
I have not.
And then the girls. And when you saw that, you're like, okay, that's a misprint. They can't be
disparity between the two,
or what it is. But yes, the girls' union. I and it just baffles me a little bit. And I guess if you can get it, you get it. But it is what it is.
I don't understand why there's such a big difference. I mean, $150 in the big scheme of things isn't really a big deal, but when you're a small market,
it's huge
radio station or what I'm doing with YouTube and Facebook, it does make a lot of difference, with your sponsors and what you charge them. So anyway, try to keep things affordable here in Southeast Iowa. But anyway, enough about that.
Although the other night I did hear you talking that you trained those two neighbor boys of yours. And it must still be working because Braden Wood dropped 24 last night. So, yeah, Steve's coaching ability down there on what street Spring Street.
Yeah, I've got Braden Wood 2 doors down to the west. I've got the Tremble kid 3 houses up to the east. So we got some nice basketball talent on Spring Street here in
Steve
Sigourney.
Stuck in the middle.
Yes, and I'm right in the middle. I'm the old codger that, get off my lawn. Let's see here. I did want to run through, since it's nice to have a sports fan in the studio. Neil doesn't know anything about sports. And he fully admits that,
He'll tell you that.
But last night in college basketball, I tell you what, it was an interesting night in college basketball. Lots of upsets, and Iowa State was a victim of one of those upsets. Did you see any of that?
So I watched
or score?
No, so I was flipping between that and then also that Nebraska-Purdue game.
Yeah.
And so I shut the Nebraska game off, and either one doesn't really mean much to me, but they were getting beat pretty well at halftime. And then this morning I saw they had a shot to win that game at the end, and the point guard slipped out of bounds. So, but I did not see that Iowa State got beat then last night.
62-55.
And they were up.
TCU.
They were up well on TCU at one point as well. So
yeah, I'm not sure what I didn't see this till this morning. The final score. So yeah, TCU over number 5 Iowa State 62-55.
That's Brock Harding at TCU. That's where
all right.
He went there from Iowa last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that game. Did you see any of that at all on TV?
I didn't see any of it.
So it's got one of those, and you probably noticed that some of these basketball courts have all these different designs on them now. Yeah. That one was tough on the eyes. It's like, ooh, this is going to give me a headache watching this one all night. So
let's see here. Other games of interest from last night. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. As you mentioned, Purdue in overtime over Nebraska, 80-77. Miami pulled the upset over North Carolina, 75-66. So Carolina goes down. And then tonight we've got Iowa, Maryland, a 5 o'clock start.
Jeez.
An early start on FS1 if you want to watch that Iowa game. Iowa 18-5, playing good. Playing some good basketball right now against a not-so-good Maryland team. They're 9-14, so Hawks hopefully will get her done.
Is that the women's side or the men?
That's men.
Okay, do the women play Maryland also today or tomorrow?
I
thought I saw that as well, but maybe I was...
Pull that up here.
You know, I was a little I don't want to say disappointed. We hired McCollum, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I wanted the DeVries just with the connections of the grocery store and all this.
Yep.
What a job Ben McCollum is doing. They look good. They're fun. We talked the other night. You could tell the kids, and I have nothing against Fran McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He's done well, but the demeanor of the kids are way different now. They're not ready to strangle anyone like they did with Fran at times.
I love Fran, especially when he first came in, because he was exactly what Iowa needed at the time. We needed some passion. I loved his fire. I love that he would get a technical every game. But kind of got old over the years. But good to see the Hawks rocking and rolling. As far as the women go, number 15 Iowa plays number 25 Washington tonight.
Okay,
that's a 6:30 start. And Washington, it's at Iowa. Washington visits Iowa for women's basketball tonight. So
we got 2 basketball games tonight.
Yeah, lots of basketball. It's that time of the year.
It is that time. March Madness almost.
Yes, the craziness of basketball season. Okay, let's jump into our sponsors. I think you know our headline sponsor pretty good. Brothers Market in Sigourney. Where savings are made simple. And you can get more information at shopbrothersmarket.com. You can get the app. Now, Neil likes to say that he likes to tap the app, which you should. You tap your finger on the app. Yes. That's what he's saying.
Yes, you can.
I think that's what he's saying. And when you use that app enough, you get points. Rick, you're looking at the screen with me. Tell me about some of these things you can get with free products with points.
Well, a lot of the stuff that you can use almost daily, from your peanut butter to the water that the Brothers water. It looks like some muffins on there, and it doesn't really take long to get your points built up. And we use it daily. I mean, it is daily that people are redeeming points. So and I'm not gonna lie, I admit many times, but I grab 1 or 2 things because I grab it when I go home. I do forget to use my app, but I should use it more because I guarantee I'd get some of these products myself. So
use it and get some of this stuff. And we always mention if you can't for some reason get out and do some shopping, Instacart is available, online shopping and delivery. And explain. I know you've been in and you've explained it before, but the Instacart, how does that work? Does somebody from the store, or is this completely kind of outsourced?
Nope, this is an outsource. So we don't even really. All we see is how many you've used in a month, like say it's 6, 8, 12, 10, whatever it is. And then it just has, you could be an Instacart shopper for this app and get paid, probably the $5 a delivery, whatever it is they're paying them. So nope, we don't see it. They just come in. It is pretty convenient on that side of it. And it is the way of the times, I guess.
Sure.
Too, so.
Yeah, and especially for the elderly during bad weather and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Nope, it works good.
Yeah.
And I've never used any of that. Have you ever done a Grubhub or anything? I never have.
No. Well, we did do another, I don't know, I won't name drop them, but we have used it with another place in Oskaloosa where it got some stuff delivered to us, and it worked out all right. But I'm one of those that I would rather...
me too.
I want to pick out what I'm taking home.
I agree.
Hey, you can also take home one of these fantastic meat bundles. Tell us about that, Rick.
We got 1 more week of this left, so it'll go till next Tuesday night. As you see there, it's a pork bundle. Very popular. Pork is something you can use daily. You can go from your breakfast in the morning with your sausage to your chops on the grill this week. So it's going to be nice. So we've done quite a bit. Go ahead and call in, place your order with either Bobby, Cass, myself, whatever, and we'll get it put together for you and come back and pick it up, and we'll have it ready to go. So
Fantastic. And I was looking at the forecast. We'll take a look at our forecast here in a little bit, but into next week, 60s.
Yeah, it's going to be
so
perfect.
People are definitely going to be wanting to get out and grill.
It's time. I'm ready. So,
and then one thing I saw you post last night on the page is a Friday the 13th special. What's going on there?
Yeah,
can you give us any spoilers?
So I can just tell you there's about a dozen, I think it's a dozen items. 2 or 3 of them are going to be that 99-cent deal. So some of them are big. One of them come from a feathered bird. I can tell you that. So, and one of them comes from a squeaking pig. So, but yeah, so that will be released out tomorrow. It's got some good deals on it. Just a one-day fun Friday the 13th sale that all the brothers markets are doing the same thing with. Okay. So it'll be a good time. And I don't know if you're going to pop it next, but did you also see we did that starting that new senior deal on Tuesday?
I did not download that picture, but I should have because you had the lovely Mark Schilling.
Yes, we did. So number one.
Tell us about that.
So a couple of our brother stores that we've had have done senior discounts forever.
Okay.
One of our newest stores that we just bought about a month ago has good success with it on Tuesdays. So we thought, well, let's just bring this to all the stores. Well, we finally this yesterday, first day that any senior 60 and over will get this little card they bring with them, scan the back of it after their groceries, and they save 5% every Tuesday. So
nice.
Ask for the card. We were having a few people ask if they were. That didn't turn out,
All right.
In today's world, some people it's like, fine, I guess we're just trying to help you out, asking if you'd like a card, but, we'll leave it up to the customers to ask then if they want the card. So we don't want to offend no one assuming they're 60 years old, which that's just a number now, ain't it? I mean.
Well, I saw that 60 pop up yesterday. I'm like, well, give me 7 years.
I know. I had Snapchat friends do the same thing. It's like, all right, I'm on an 8-year countdown. I'm on a whatever. So.
Now you've got the new circular came out just yesterday. I got that in the mail. You've got it in front of you.
Oh yes.
Why don't you run through some of the specials in there?
It is Valentine's week, so we put the New York strips. The 8-ounces are just $7.99. That's going to be the hot item of the week. We even got the whole one. You can buy the whole New York strip. We'll cut it up for you any way you want. Package it, $12.99 a pound on that. Rotisserie chickens. We got some in store deals on some wine this week for the weekend.
Romance is in the air. You got to get a little wine.
We put a flower section up front for this week, and then got our Valentine's candy 15% off starting yesterday on that. So get on in. We got a lot in this ad. Like Neil says with the old tap the app deal here, you can cinnamon rolls, biscuits, queso, spaghetti, spaghetti must be the new Valentine thing. What's the deal with that? Everywhere you go, it's a spaghetti supper
I immediately think of that one Disney movie where the dogs are eating the spaghetti and they end up kissing at the end.
Lady and the Tramp.
There you go.
So come on in, see us all this week. We're ready to roll.
Okay. Brothers Market in Sigourney, our headline sponsor here on Just Another Morning Show. Now, for some reason, whenever Neil is not here in the studio, our friend Toothy never shows up. He just kind of hides wherever a tooth hides here in the studio. So I don't know. We'll see if Toothy, we'll see if we can find his number and get him to call in. But as far as Osky Dental goes, they are our studio sponsor. It's where we hang out every weekday. Right here in Sigourney, Iowa, up above Barnwired. You can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan Schuster there, always accepting new patients. Wait a minute. Hang on. The phone is ringing.
Oh.
All right, let's go to the phone here. All right, good morning. Welcome to Just Another Morning Show. Who do we have on the line?
Oh, you guys thinking I'm not going to be on the show? You're crazy.
Toothy.
Oh, how's it going, everybody?
It's going good. Rick,
hey, Toothy.
This is Rick's first time talking to Toothy.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you. Save your contact number. We can get together, hang out. I can introduce you to Flossie. She's a good time. Oh, yeah.
Are you going to try to get a job with Brothers Market and try to be their spokesperson too?
No, that's my buddy T-Bone. He's got that one wrapped up. So, yeah, I just wanted to call and say good morning, and I love you guys, and driving is not fun and talking, so I should, I only got one hand, so I should probably get off the phone now.
What if I don't let you off the phone, Toothy?
I gotta go then.
Where's your toothbrush? If your hand is on the wheel, where's the toothbrush, Toothy? Toothy, did you hang up on me?
Hung up on you.
I think Toothy hung up.
Jeez, he's in a growly mood.
Wow.
For me.
Have to fire. Good grief, I can't get my phone to hang up. There we go. Nope. All right, well, we appreciate Toothy for the short phone call. I thought maybe he was on location somewhere and he was going to give us a good story, but
he was busy, it sounded like.
I guess driving with his one hand.
That makes it.
Yeah. Osky Dental, though, they accept new patients. Osky Dental going to file your insurance form for you, and they are a Delta Dental provider. Delta Dental. Had to get that in.
There we go.
Located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa, Iowa. In Mahaska County, Toothy for some reason likes to say Mahaska, but that's Toothy. So anyway, Toothy, drive safe today wherever you're driving, and maybe we'll see you back here in person tomorrow. Osky Dental, a big thanks to them for always sponsoring our studios. You got Steve and Rick with you this morning here on Just Another Morning Show. Let's go ahead and jump into our forecast. And our forecast brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney, which is another fantastic place to shop for Valentine's Day. In fact, let's give you this information. Of course, Valentine's coming up on Saturday. You can call or stop into the Garden Gate. Cindy and the gals, people, her and Danny. Yes. Cindy and Danny will take great care of you. They've got fresh flowers, balloons, candy, stuffed animals, candles, and many other items. They've been over there for just about 30 years here in Sigourney. Garden Gate, serving Keokuk County and the surrounding areas. And you can call 641-622-3191 or stop in. They are open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to noon. Garden Gate with Valentine's Day. Rick, are you ready for Valentine's?
I think we're getting close. We got a couple planned events. Friday night we're going out and watching music, of course, what we do. And then I think Saturday we're going to go up and hit one of the restaurants up on the square and have the Valentine's supper over on the corner here.
Nice.
And that's the plan. How about yourself then?
It's up in the air. But I tell you what, it sounds like we're going to have good weather this weekend.
Perfect.
Sunshine for today, a high around 49. Northwest winds really diminishing. It's been kind of breezy the last few days, but only about 5 mile per hour winds for today. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 32. Again, pretty calm winds. Tomorrow, a slight chance of some rain in the first half of the day. Start with clouds and then become sunny, and a high of 51. Thursday night, a few clouds, a low of 29. And Friday, looking good, sunshine and 54. And in fact, looking ahead, you don't see it on your screen, but this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, sunshine, 50s. Monday, upper 50s. Tuesday, partly sunny and 64 degrees.
I'm ready for that one.
That is a good-looking forecast. We talked to Zach from the Iowa Storm Chasers Network occasionally here on the show, and he was talking about here maybe a couple years ago when February was kind of like a false spring where it was so warm that basically things started budding. The earth thought it was spring already, and it seems like that's going to be the case again this year.
Well, it ain't going to take long with these next 10 days or so. I mean, it seemed like even I saw one of our little trees out back behind the house. I'm like, I think that's got some buds on it, but I didn't really stop and look too hard, but it sure seemed like it was taking itself out too. So
the weather is going to start fooling things, and things are going to start popping. Have to get the lawnmower ready here before long.
Get the shorts out and get all these super bright white legs all ready for the
blinding legs.
Yes.
But we do thank Garden Gate in Sigourney for sponsoring our weather as always. Let's go to today's This or That. Let's bring that up on the screen next. Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance and Real Estate in Sigourney, always sponsors our This or That. It goes up at 6 a.m. each weekday on Facebook. So if you had to pick one, this or that, hardwood floors or carpet, which one are you going with, Rick?
Well, we did the hardwood floors, except for the bedrooms. We put the carpet when we built the house. We went all hardwood. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
The wife bought one of those fancy, boy, it's quite the deal too. It's one of them vacuums or self-propelled deals, the
Roomba
Roombas,
things?
and it's a wet mop and a vacuum all in one.
Nice.
And then it does the whole work. She's got a name and she's got her paper, so she's not going to get sent off anywhere. So
her AKC papers.
Yeah, she's got everything she needs, so we're good to go. But yeah, we are the hardwood guy at the Landgrave house. So
that's when we bought our house here several years ago. Now we decided to go with hardwood floors, which they look nice, and I like carpet under my feet, but we're definitely pet lovers at our house, and hardwood floors are much, much easier to clean up messes.
Yes, than carpet.
With pets than carpet. So, yeah, you don't have to worry about stains and all that stuff. So
our teenage boy's room, we did put the hardwood in that one. So it's like when he moves out, when he graduates, it will have carpets in that room. So yeah, we did do the kind of like you said. He's about like the pet. You got to clean up after him here and there. So
yeah, and that the only thing with pets and hardwood is you can definitely see the pet hair. Yes. On the floor. So yeah, which again,
you hear him coming.
Yeah, the little clickety click. Sounds like tap dancing on the hardwood floors. Our previous dog Daisy, the big lab, she had so much trouble getting traction on hardwood floors. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's kind of comical to watch them.
So that's our this or that. People can get their comments in. Don't say both. Both is not an option. You have to pick
one.
That's the whole point. Let's go to our question of the day. It's always brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main Street in Sigourney, which they are celebrating their 20th anniversary. Can you believe that? And we talked about the Garden Gate being over there for nearly 30 years. Amy's Salon House, 20-year anniversary this year. So,
jeez, that don't seem possible either.
Yeah. Congratulations to Amy. She's going to be coming in tomorrow on the show, and we're going to be chatting with her about her 20 years. But our question for today is, what's the number one most annoying thing that other people do at the theater? What do you think?
Well,
do you go to the theater much anymore?
It's been a while. I think it's so darn easy to pick up on your TV now, which it's not the same. I get that too, where it's fun to go to the theater. The last one we went to might have been, oh man, it might even just been American Sniper. But anyway, I think.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I think we've been after that too. But anyway, it used to be you had no room in these theaters.
Sure.
They'd take your that's my elbow spot.
Yeah,
give me that. Well, now they've got the recliner, so we have been down to the Thelma one since. So I don't know what the movie would have been. So it used to be the old elbow room and stuff, but I think that's kind of gone now. So I would say that it's the
elbow room.
Yeah, give me my
the
space.
Overall
this
room.
is my spot.
I would say. Not to get all, I'm not a germaphobe by any means, but maybe like somebody right behind you or beside you coughing. Or kind of sneezing or clearing their nose or snorting. Or talking on their phone, or just talking in general.
And that even, too, is talking. That gets at many things, the talking.
Yeah. Oh. Have you ever shushed somebody at a theater?
No, but my wife's eyes say it really good at times. Mostly like and it's fine like at music, you can hear some people just, it's like, okay, are you listening to music or having a big group conversation here? It's like, but her eyes can talk for her at times. So.
I can think of a couple of times that I've turned around like, would you shut up? And I'm not like a confrontational guy.
Yeah.
It's like it takes something for me to say something. But, yeah, it's like, just shut up. You're at a theater. You're not you concentrate on the movie. You're there to watch and listen. So shut up. So that's our question of the day. I'm sure we'll get some good responses on that. It's 7:29. I say we go ahead and take our first commercial break of the morning. We'll hear from some of our fine sponsors and come back with more after this.
Need eye-catching graphics for your business, team, or special event? Avenue 280 Digital Works creates custom digital designs, from social media posts and business cards to flyers, menus, sports posters, and special announcements. You receive the digital file, ready to post online or print anywhere. No contracts, no pressure. Make your visuals work harder for you. Contact Naomi at Avenue 280 Digital Works for all your graphic design needs.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Osky Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Osky Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Osky Dental. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
Hi, Clint.
Hey. Hey, Clint, the new lot looks great.
Hey, Clint. Hey. How you doing, Clint?
At Helmuth Ford, our friendly atmosphere is not a surprise. It shows your family.
Hey, Dad. Frank's bringing in his Ford F-150 to get his engine checked out.
Did you tell him that we're home with a lifetime powertrain warranty on new and used vehicles?
Yeah, told him we'd take care of everything.
Great. Come on down to Helmuth Ford and see for yourself.
Keota Community School District, we are proud to lead with innovation, excellence, and the heart. With our student-teacher ratio low, our classrooms are built for connection, giving every student the attention they deserve. We continue with our 4-day school week for the 25-26 school year, creating more time for personalized learning, enrichment, and sport. And the results speak for themselves. In the 2024 ISAF scores, our students ranked number 1 in math and number 2 in English in our conference. That's academic achievement. That's community pride. That's Keota Schools.
Hey, we're coming back here to just another morning show. Brothers Market in Sigourney, our headline sponsor on the show. We thank them. And Osky Dental sponsoring our studios. We're right up above Barnwired. We're live and local in downtown Sigourney. Neil's out today, but we got Rick Landgrebe from Brothers Market hanging out this morning. Rick, you're doing a fantastic job.
I'm still here. You haven't kicked me out the door yet, so and there hasn't, no one's broke through the door or nothing.
No, we haven't had any pro wrestlers come in and beat me up or anything yet, so that's always a good thing. Let's see here. Where did we leave off at? Let's jump back in.
We left off on the question, I believe.
Yes, we left off on the question. Let's get into our tournament. Our For the Fun of It tournament, which is sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. So we're doing favorite 1980s TV shows this month. Let's take a look at what we've done so far. Cosby Show has beaten the A-Team.
And I would pick that one myself.
I would have too.
The Cosby Show.
Yep. Cheers beat Three's Company.
Oof.
Which,
That's tough for me.
Yeah.
Cheers is good, but I still watch Three's Company now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on that Laugh or one of those channels I watched. So I would have picked Three's Company on that one.
Yeah. I would have been up in the air on that one. That would have been a tough choice. Now we're doing completely different shows. I mean, just...
That's way random, ain't it?
Yeah, Dallas versus Alf. Of course, Dallas is more of like a kind of an evening soap opera-ish drama type thing. Who shot JR?
Yep. Did we ever find out?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like the cliffhanger that I think we had to wait maybe through the summer and then come back in the fall. I don't know. There's a time frame where it was the big cliffhanger. Who shot JR? That was a huge storyline. I mean, everybody was talking about that. Whatever year in the 1980s that was. So who shot JR? Dallas going against Alf, which... what alien life form is what Alf stands for. Alf is obviously like a puppet on this, evening sitcom, kind of a goofy show. And right now, last I checked this morning, Alf actually has the lead.
That just surprised me a little bit.
Both of the shows have their own fair share of votes, but Alf's a little bit ahead. Did you watch either of these shows regularly?
So the Dallas one, I know it was my mom and dad, like my parents watched the show. I can remember watching it, as in knowing it, the people, but I don't remember the storyline completely about it. Now, Alf, yes, and then I went back and found it now too on the same channel that you find Three's Company, and to watch it today, you're like, oof, the graphics of how they moved Alf around are so. Now it'd be AI'd in there or whatever. But yes, Alf, and he loved to eat cats. Remember that? So he would eat all the neighborhood cats. So I'm picking Alf on this just because I'm more familiar with it as remembering it as a kid.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is exactly right. Where Dallas was more the grown up show, Alf was more the kids show. I was looking up here. I Googled who shot JR. So the storyline was J.R. Ewing's sister-in-law and mistress was revealed as the person who shot JR in the episode dubbed Who Done It. Now, that one aired on November 21st of 1980. The mystery, they say, spanned 8 months following the cliffhanger that was in March. So March 21st through November 21st is how long there was that gap of who shot JR. So that's what happened there. They say Kristen shot him in a fit of anger after a troubled affair and attempting to frame his sister Sue Ellen.
I was 3.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. You go back.
Yeah, and I would have been 8.
Yeah. Holy cow.
7 when it happened, 8 when it was revealed. They say the reveal was a massive television event. Now this says, they're saying worldwide, the reveal of who shot JR drew an estimated 360 million viewers.
There was that many TVs.
That's worldwide.
Yes, but still, in 80s, there might have been people still without TV. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't sound possible, but it could be.
Yeah, you go back to then, and you had, the 4 channels, maybe 5, popping up with Fox. So your viewing was limited as to what you were going to watch. It was either ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS, or
no Fox at the time.
Fox came in somewhere in the 80s.
Yes.
But, so viewership was always super high for all the shows. So
it'd be interesting. Did MASH have more final?
Worldwide? I mean, that was always kind of...
That's the one that I can really remember.
That was always the biggest, most viewed show. As far as this particular matchup, I wasn't really an Alf fan or Dallas, so I'm kind of up in the air here. If I had to pick, I would go Alf, just for the entertainment value. But again, we've got this. This is bottom left corner right now. From here, we'll go over to Family Ties versus Growing Pains, which is, two kind of more lighthearted, family-oriented shows. Michael J. Fox, Family Ties. What's his face from Growing Pains? Kirk Cameron. Yeah, so kind of maybe 2 heartthrobs from back in the day.
And I'm doing the Growing Pains on that one.
You're with Growing Pains?
Yep.
And the character Boner.
Richard Stabone was his name. Richard Stabone.
I never knew why they called him that.
Richard. So
I don't know how they got away with that.
So funny story, Steve. Here we're going to back up to about 1991. I'm sitting in math class, and my real name is Richard. Okay. So I got dubbed that nickname right there. I got dubbed Boner in school. So I thought, well, I'm going to be smart here and put Boner Landgrave on the top of my paper that I turned. that did not go over so well in Mr. Eveling's class, as I was.
That's funny.
I was escorted out for the rest of the day. So.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. You could have just said, "Hey, it's a kid on TV."
So that's how I knew Richard Stabone's name, just because of that.
That is good. But yeah, I think that 1980s TV tournament, Neil and I have talked about it. That thing is just loaded. I'll bring it back up on the screen so we can look at it. I mean, Golden Girls, Dukes of Hazzard, Who's the Boss, Miami Vice, Murder, She Wrote, Magnum P.I., Dynasty, Night Court, all those shows. It's just one hit after another.
The new Night Court, did you ever check that out?
I never did.
It was okay. It's okay.
Yeah. I probably won't ever check it out.
It's just okay.
Yeah, that's kind of is the way it is with all those shows they try to revive. It's just not the same.
It's not the same.
They shouldn't do it. Let's check in with this day in history.
This day in history.
It's so dramatic.
It is, and it's
like National Geographic or something. All right, so on this date in history, let's go back to 1752. The very first American hospital opened on this date in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 1752.
I would not want to have surgery in 17. I'm guessing they didn't do nothing besides, here, bite down on this stick. Yes. that'd be my hand. That would not be pleasant.
No. On this date in 1942, the first Archie comic book came out. Jughead and all those characters. Were you much of a comic book fan?
No, so I honestly don't know if I've ever had a comic book.
Okay.
How about you? Were you then?
No, never really got into comic books. For one of my birthdays, a friend of mine thought I needed some comic books, but I never really got into comic books.
Nope, same here.
I would read the comic strips in the paper.
Yep.
But that'd be about it.
Got it at school on that wooden stick, in the library. You go check out the...
Neil and I were just talking with Miss Amanda from the library last week about those wooden sticks and how they're good for like sword fights and whacking somebody with them. On this date in 1964, the Beatles performed their first U.S. concert, which was held in Washington, D.C. on this date, 1964.
Bigger than the Beatles. That's
crazy.
If they... I've said this, if they came out in today's time with social media, just how big they would, they were huge then when you had, like you said, 2 or 3 channels to watch them on, a radio. That was it. And the newspaper.
Yep.
Today they would just be huge if they came out like they did.
For sure. Although, you bring that up. I kind of, back in the day, it's like now everything about everybody and what they're doing all the time. It's kind of hard to build any sort of like mystique or like a legend,
because you know what they're doing and
it's like you know them.
Yeah.
Whereas before, there's some intrigue or maybe you didn't. It was okay not to know everything.
Yes.
Or maybe to take time to read an article about somebody. Now it's just like it's all out there.
We should not know when Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have a kid. It's like that's not important to us, but we all know it.
Let's see here. On this date in 1972, Life magazine and the book company McGraw-Hill, which actually until reading this earlier today, I thought McGraw-Hill was Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. I thought they had their own like publishing thing
that
with
would
like
make
kids
sense.
Books. But I guess that I was totally wrong on that. It just lined up good. I just spit across the room. So McGraw-Hill and Life magazine canceled their plans to publish what turned out to be a fake autobiography of billionaire Howard Hughes. So I guess this book was written, ready to go, but it was fake.
So fake news.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Yep. On this date in 1978, President Jimmy Carter became the first president to ever ride in a Boeing 747. Interesting. I guess presidents weren't in jets before then. I wonder what they did for...
well, they had Air Force One, but it must not have been a...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering when Air Force One became a thing.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. And then 1993, President Clinton appointed Miami prosecutor Janet Reno to be the nation's first female attorney general. She was a looker.
Yeah, she was from the 90s fame of OJ. Boy, she was the first Judge Judy of that time. Of
those big, thick glasses of hers.
Curly tight. Did she have the curly tight hair?
No. You're probably thinking of you're thinking of the...
Attorney for, yes.
You're thinking of the O.J. Simpson trial. This woman... Yeah, she was the attorney.
Yes, I now know.
Did I lose my microphone?
Uh-oh.
Oh, came unplugged. There we go. And then on this date in 2012, sad date, 2012, pop music history, Whitney Houston passed away on this date.
Jeez.
2012. She drowned in the bathtub.
14 years ago.
Yeah.
Would not have guessed it's been that long. It's just crazy how time does
Yep. So that is some stuff on this date in history. Let's jump into the National Day Calendar, which is brought to us by Fremont Funeral Chapel. You can give Joy Latcham a call, Services Coordinator at Fremont Funeral Chapel, 641-933-4315. I don't know where Neil hides the... he's got like an actual... Oh, it's down to your right, underneath your...
right you here, can National Day Calendar.
Yeah, we've got an actual National Day Calendar.
Today
it is February 11th, and I've got some stuff over here, but if you want to read... What do they have for February 11th?
So... Right off the beginning, it's Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day. So they just must make stuff up when they do this crap. Inventor's Day. Did you ever try to invent something as a kid? Just seemed like
Steve Shetler Media, I think, is the first thing
I invented.
Thing you
invented, and it's done okay. Your invention came out all right. Make a Friend Day.
Oh.
Peppermint Patty Day. So is it the character or the candy?
Yeah, really. I don't know.
Which day is it?
Yeah.
Shut-in Visitation Day.
Okay. And go visit somebody that's stuck inside.
And a white shirt T-shirt day.
That could get dangerous on a rainy day. Look out.
Yeah, the old white shirt day. It's we'll see who's got scholarships or not. So yeah, that is the National Day.
I think you nailed it. Trying to see if I have anything else to go along with that, but yeah, I think you got Peppermint Patty, Chuck. Hey, Chuck.
She was the first bully.
So National Day Calendar. And look for the National Day Calendar. We put a audio/video up on Steve Shetler Media every weekday with the National Day Calendar at 7:30. So look for that. 7:46 on your morning. Let's jump into some things. If I can find the intro, because we have intros for basically everything these days. Things you need to know.
Things you need to know.
So fancy. Things you need to know on this Wednesday, February 11th. According to a new Gallup poll, the percentage of U.S. adults who anticipate high-quality lives in 5 years has actually declined to 59.2% last year. That's the lowest level since measurement began nearly 2 decades ago. So not as many people expecting to be living high-quality lives in the next 5 years. That's a bummer.
God, come on. Just kind of ruined the day there.
Hope is fading, I guess. Other things you need to know. The same poll also revealed that the tariffs last year cost the average family around $1,000. So now in the grocery world, do you think, I don't know, just your opinion or maybe facts, are tariffs messing with prices at the grocery store?
We don't, on the grocery side, it's no bit, because I don't see it on that. We don't ship a lot in except for, some of your grains, like some of the cereal, but it's so minimal on that part of it. Tariffs are just, we could sit there and talk all day on a tariff. It's crazy.
Yep. Speaking of politics, the Trump administration has stopped flying the rainbow flag at the Stonewall National Monument. The Park Service said it's simply complying with recent guidance that clarifies long-standing flag policies and applies them consistently. So, the only flag that needs to be flown is the American flag.
Yes. Even when you see friends that fly all these other, I've never been into the flag type like that.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Fly your American flag, fly your state flag, go ahead.
Yeah. It's American flag, state flag, and then
Iowa Hawkeye flag could go up there with that too. So.
Or maybe, they've got like the missing in action flags and stuff like, show respect for what needs respect and just nothing else.
Yes, good.
Move on. Washington state legislators are considering a bill that would require prices in the state to be rounded up or down to the nearest nickel.
You're going to see that happen, I think. Yeah. Like I just said this too, in the grocery store, you see the 99 cents for, I think they're either going to go 95, and I don't know which way. They're either going to go 95 or probably going to go to that dollar. But you're going to see that across. I went to first place that did do the round. Where were we? Oh, we went to a McDonald's, and it was whatever. Got back 73 cents, and they give us 75.
Okay. Well, yeah, doing away with the pennies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's always been, of course, you being in the grocery business, it's always kind of a little advertising trick
is that
where you say, if whatever. I think the meat bundle is
yes.
what, $45.99 or something. It's like, it's 46,
it's
but
46.
Seeing the 45
makes it a $45, but it's not a $46 one. It's a $45.99.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. You need to be in the. If you're done, come on over, Steve. We'll put you to work.
Let's see here. Blake Garrett. I'm not sure who Blake Garrett is, but he's a former child star, best known for his role in the comedy How to Eat Fried Worms. Passed away at the age of 33. Jeez. So if you know who that is.
That had to be a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, I'm not, or a movie or something.
Never even heard of that.
Nope. Let's see here. The final 4 concerts for the Backstreet Boys at the Las Vegas Sphere begin tonight. Have you ever get to Vegas? You ever been to the Sphere?
No, I haven't been to, Vegas. I haven't. The Sphere does look really, really cool. I don't mind to gamble, but I don't need to go travel somewhere to give someone my money. If I'm going to do that, it's going to be in a nice little establishment, having a drink and listen to music instead of pulling a slot machine.
I was reading some country music news where Kenny Chesney, a lot of country artists are doing shows at the Sphere. And Kenny was saying how when he was up on stage, sometimes he gets lost in just the awesomeness of playing. I've seen some stuff online, but I think in person, this place must just be pretty cool.
Did Julie Tremmel share any of her video with you from watching The Wizard of Oz inside there?
I didn't see. Did she share some of that on
social?
Facebook?
Yeah, maybe. And it was really cool. Like, it had apples falling from trees, and then and they were stage apples would fall down from the Sphere.
Really?
And so,
all right.
That thing would be neat to see. There's no doubt.
Yeah. And the Backstreet Boys.
Back. Yeah, I'm trying. All right. I don't know enough about the music, but I know a song or two. And I can't even. Is Timberlake Backstreet Boys? Or is he in sync?
Gosh.
I know.
They're both the same as far as I'm concerned. They could intermix, and I wouldn't know the difference.
I agree. I agree.
Let's see here. The first ever Dancing with the Stars convention is coming up to Palm Springs, California. This kind of sounds like a Comic-Con type thing. It's from July 31st to August 2nd, as it will unite past winners.
Okay.
Some, D-list celebrities. I don't even know who some of these people are. Joey Grazianda, Hannah Brown, no idea. Danielle Fishel, who was she?
Nope.
She was on Boy Meets World. She was the girl on Boy Meets World.
Not Topanga. Or is it Topanga?
I think it's Topanga.
Okay.
I think that's who that is. JoJo Siwa, that pop singer person. Yep. Yeah. Other people that I don't even know.
Carlton Banks ain't on the list? Or Alfonso?
Yeah. No, he's not on this particular list. But yes, a Dancing with the Stars convention in California, July 31st through August 2nd. If you're a big Dancing with the Stars nerd, I won't make fun of that at all because I've been to some pro wrestling conventions.
Hey.
Those things are cool. If you're a super fan of something, those things where they have all the people there
would be neat.
Where you can give the outrageous amounts of money to them
too.
For an autograph and a picture. Those things are it's just such a ripoff. You pay money to get into these things. You pay big money to buy a ticket to get in, and then you have to pay money individually to each of the stars.
So do they still do the wrestling cons? I mean,
there's some here in Iowa. There's CEW.
Okay.
That I helped out last year with the Rory Fox thing. CEW does a show at the Bridgeview Center in the fall each fall. And during the afternoon, early evening, they have a bunch of legends. And it's kind of that situation where they kind of are on the outer perimeter. And then they have the wrestling ring and have a wrestling show that night.
Okay. So
it's like a convention/wrestling show combined.
All together.
Yeah. There's a couple of those things that go on in Iowa. Let's see here. What else is going on? Budweiser's Horse and Eagle commercial.
Okay.
Won the annual USA Today poll for the best Super Bowl commercial.
That was a neat one. It wasn't their best, in my opinion, for Budweiser, but I did like it. It was pretty cool.
was working. I was up in my studio at home doing some stuff. Sunday's a big work day for me to get prepared for the week, and it took me longer than I anticipated, so I unfortunately missed basically the first half of the game, and I haven't seen that commercial yet. So
it is good. So it wasn't my best one of the shows.
Your favorite?
Did you see the tight end one with the tight ends, the NFL tight ends?
I missed that one.
George Kittle, all the popular, and it's Bruce Arians, the old head coach for the Arizona Cardinals. It's going through and it's like, relax, my tight end, relax, tight end, relax. It's all this stuff on how these tight ends relax. Well, Bruce Arians comes and says, brand new, just out is a fingerless prostate exam. So the whole commercial was, what do I always tell you, Gronk and Gronkowski always says, you always told me relax, tight end. And then it just, oh my God.
Nice.
It was funny.
The one that caught my attention was the Instacart.
Oh yes, with
Ben Stiller.
Yes, and Benson Boone.
Yes, doing the flip.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, that was funny. Let's see here. What else is going on here and things you need to know? We'll get a few more of these in. There's a rumor circulating on the internet, maybe you've seen this, that Jeffrey Epstein is still alive and living in Israel after a photo allegedly showed him on the streets of Israel. Have you seen this at all?
I haven't. I only get my news from National Enquirer, so until it's on the front of that, I'm not paying any attention.
I saw the picture that they're talking about. It does look like him, but
good thing for AI, correct?
Yes.
Jeez.
We'll see. He's probably living with Elvis somewhere.
Yep, he's with Elvis.
Let's see here. Singer and actress Brooke Josephson, not familiar with Brooke, she took to social media this week to announce that she and her husband Barry have split up.
Nope.
Oh, that's because his name was recently released in the Epstein files.
Oh,
so
okay.
Not sure who Barry Josephson is, but yeah. So here's interesting. You're a big sports fan. 2018 draft class for the NFL. That had Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson. It also had Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I saw that.
He is the first one of that class to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I saw that the other night on TV, and it's like, wow, you could have lost a lot of money on that bet if you would have said Josh Allen or even Lamar Jackson.
Exactly.
Didn't get one before him. So.
Yep.
And what has he been on? Five teams in his 7 years, I think.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Crazy.
Yep. Neil Young.
Oh yes.
Keep on rocking in the free world. Neil Young, he still thinks he's important to the world with his music. He's just not. Neil Young, though, has canceled his entire upcoming European summer tour with somebody called the Chrome Hearts. I don't know who is that. I don't know if that's like his backing band or who the Chrome Hearts are, but Neil Young, he's the old grumpy guy. And then finally today, Turning Point USA's All-American Halftime Show. Did you watch that?
I did. It was fantastic. It was really good. It was good.
They are saying that, not that it matters, but it was recorded in advance in Atlanta and then was streamed during, from their various outlets during the Super Bowl. So I don't know. You're seeing stuff about people saying Kid Rock was lip syncing. Now, what I thought when I was doing some work, I was just kind of half watching it. And it did take me a little bit to find out where it was, or figure out where I could watch it. It looked to me like it was more streaming issues than him lip syncing. Maybe he was lip syncing. I'm not saying that he wasn't lip syncing. I don't know on the part of it. I think he was actually singing definitely on that last part.
The last one, yes, I'm with you. That was right on. But that first one, it didn't take us long. And we said that too. It's like, man, is he going on a cover track or what? Because it looked way off. And again, it could be a streaming deal with however many 25 million people watching at that time. So, but there was a couple songs on there that were that Lee Bryce song that come out. It Ain't Easy Being that was so good. And then what Kid Rock done to Till You Can't was phenomenal. So that was fun.
And then he gave his kind of a testimony and a come to Jesus moment at the end.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yep, very cool. Well, Rick, I appreciate you coming in this morning.
It was a good time, and any time that Neil can't come in, and
there you go.
I'm more than welcome to help you out.
Awesome. Well, and I know, were you talking about doing some grilling this week?
We were going to do it Monday. It did not work out. So,
well, we're getting into that season.
We're getting into that time. So
maybe it's going to be 60s next week. Yes. Maybe you'll have to look at it for next week.
Finally do it next week. Hopefully.
All right. So get in and see Rick at Brothers Market today, and for all your grocery needs. Rick, appreciate you coming in.
Guys, and
Let's take our 8 o'clock break. We'll get out of here, and I'll come back after this.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Keota Veterinary Clinic. We're a small-town clinic that offers the advantages of modern veterinary technology. Our treatment experience ranges from animals as small as hamsters and as large as draft horses. Whether it's routine vaccinations or a complex medical problem, we're here for you and the animals you care about. Find Keota Veterinary Clinic at 102 East Broadway in Keota. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 4:30. Keota Veterinary Clinic, where hometown values meet modern medicine.
Hi, I'm Cindy, owner of the Garden Gate here in Sigourney, proudly serving the community for 28 years. We are a full-service florist and make deliveries to all of Keokuk County and North English. We also serve all funeral homes in the area. From fresh flowers, plants, and candles, we have gifts for all occasions. Did I mention we have seasonal decor too? We are located at 105 South Jefferson Street in Sigourney. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, this is Stacy with Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. As your local independent agency, we're here to help with all your insurance needs. Farm and crop, home and auto, business, life, and health. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and match you with the coverage that truly fits your needs. Shetler Insurance Services, local service, trusted advice. Call 641-636-7744 or stop by our office on the east side of the square in Sigourney.
Together, build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house. From lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are. And we are back. Brothers Market in Sigourney is our headline sponsor for just another morning show. Osky Dental sponsors our studios. You can see their information on the screen. I forgot. I need to adjust since it's just me now. While you're looking at that on your screen, I'm going to mess with things just a little bit, blah, 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 so that I look better on your screen. I mean, I don't look good to begin with, but at least I look a little bit better. Now, there we go. I'm hanging out with you from the Osky Dental Studios. We're up above Barnwired in downtown Sigourney, and we are hanging out on this Wednesday. Thanks so much to Rick Landgrebe from Brothers Market in Sigourney for being my co-host for the first hour of the show today. Neil's got the day off. He'll be back tomorrow morning, so appreciate you tuning in. We're into a new hour, and let's get into a look at our forecast. All right, that forecast, it is for February. I tell you what, it is looking good. Today, we'll have sunny skies and a high around 49 degrees, just a little bit of a northwest wind. I tell you what, I've been putting off taking my Christmas stuff down outside. Christmas lights are still up. I think they're going to be coming down today. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 32, just a little bit of a south wind. For tomorrow, a 20% chance of some rain before noon. Otherwise, cloudy skies will gradually become sunny tomorrow, a high of 51. Partly cloudy for tomorrow night, low of 29. And Friday will be sunny and at 54. We're looking at sunshine and 50s through the weekend. That's your weather, sponsored by the Garden Gate in beautiful downtown Sigourney. Stop into the Garden Gate for all your Valentine's Day needs. Valentine's Day is almost here on Saturday, and you can get a special gift for a special someone to make a special day. Lots of specialness going on at Garden Gate in Sigourney. Appreciate them sponsoring our forecast. Hey, we've got our community calendar up next. It is, as always, brought to us by Copper Lantern Sports Bar and Grill in Sigourney. Let me get their information up on the screen at 101 North Jefferson Street in Sigourney, Copper Lantern. And let's give you some information on their Valentine's Day menu, which you'll want to check this out. All dinners served with a dinner roll and choice of 2 sides. You've got all your different steaks there. You got seafood, lobster tails, shrimp skewers, seafood plate. You've got the add-ons like lobster tail, all the shrimp, all the mushrooms, sides like baked potato, hash browns, fries, and more. So check that out. Again, steak, seafood, and all the good stuff for the Valentine's Day menu at Copper Lantern Sports Bar and Grill in Sigourney. Take your love, your special somebody to Copper Lantern. Let's take a look at our community calendar. One of the many, many things coming up this summer, yes, it's a ways off, but we're going to start hyping it already. At the Expo in Sigourney, the Sigourney Public Library puts on a bunch of activities for kids at the Expo in Sigourney. One of those is the Mesozoic Adventures. Mesozoic Adventures. It's easy for me to say. The comedy chronicles of a time-traveling paleontologist digging up dinosaurs. So check that out. That'll be at 4 p.m. on July 14th at the Expo put on by the library. Also on our calendar, now this is coming to an end here tomorrow, so make sure you're sending stuff with your kids that go to the Keota Elementary. They've got their winter food drive going on, and you can help students make a difference by contributing to the winter food and pantry drive. You can send non-perishable food items, personal hygiene and cleaning products, and the class with the most points for each item brought in will get a pizza party. They can bring in, again, 1 point for canned items, small non-perishable items, 5 points for boxed meals, small toiletries, cleaning products, 10 points for laundry detergent, large packs of toilet paper, paper towels. So help out those in need for the kids, or I should say the kids at the Keota Elementary putting this on for those in need. And then also on our community calendar, New Sharon Rose Festival coming up later on this summer, and they've got their Queen contest as part of that. The requirements are pretty simple. You have to be a junior or senior at the time of signing up, must attend North Mahaska schools or homeschool in the North Mahaska School District. And you must be available the weekend of the New Sharon Rose Festival, the 5th through the 7th of June. So contact Jessica Ross if you want to be part of that. Still got plenty of time to get signed up for that by March 31st. That's your community calendar. It is once again brought to us by Copper Lantern Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Sigourney. It's time now to go to our birthdays for today, and they are brought to us by Nikki Leathers at Hometown Real Estate. Hit it with the birthday song. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, birthday to. All right, birthdays. You can see it on your list there. Again, Nikki Leathers at Hometown Real Estate. She's going to get results that move you. And in our hometown birthdays, boy, I missed some birthdays yesterday. I feel bad. Bunch of belated birthdays from yesterday. Tiffany Hale, Kelly Beinhart, also Jeff Runnels, all with birthdays yesterday. So hopefully you folks had a great birthday yesterday. Birthdays for today, Ellie Ford, Katie Empey, Greg Rasplica, and Dustin Glandon. So happy birthday to all of you hometown folks on the hometown side of our birthdays. On the celebrities, we've got Tina Louise, you know, the redhead, the actress from Gilligan's Island. She was Ginger. Ginger and Mary Ann was Ginger. She's 92 years old now. Tina Louise, happy birthday. From the world of politics, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, George's little brother, George, or Jeb, should say. Jeb, 73 years old. Got singer Sheryl Crow, 64 years old. You know, Sheryl definitely leans liberal, while Kid Rock is obviously, you know, he's on the conservative side of things. And you may remember that Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow did that duet several years ago. I wonder how they would get along today in the studio. Probably not very good. Also, political world, Sarah Palin, 62 years old today. Actress Jennifer Aniston, I mean, she'll always be known as her character from Friends, right? She's been in tons of other stuff, but she'll always be from Friends. Jennifer Aniston is 57. Singer and actress Brandy is 47. Actor Matthew Lawrence is 46. He's probably best known as being Joey Lawrence's little brother. Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child. She backed up Beyonce there for a while, 45 years old. And then actor Taylor Lautner from the Twilight movies. Has he done anything else? I don't know. Taylor Lautner, 34 years old. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Nikki Leathers, the broker and realtor. Realtor. Not realtor. Realtor. Because there's no in realtor. Nikki at Hometown Real Estate. All right. What else is coming up this week? As we announced yesterday, happy to have Lori and Joe King coming in on our Iowa Music Showcase. If I could find their picture, I would put it on the screen. There it is. We've got Lori and Joe King. We're not joking. It's Joe King and Lori King at the Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwire this Friday at 11:30 a.m. We'll be chatting with them, getting some live music from them, live original music. Check that out at Barnwired in Sigourney. Stop in for some lunch, some drinks, some coffee, hang out for some great music, live interview with the fine folks, Lori and Joe. Haven't seen them. It's been over a year, so it'll be good to get caught up with the Kings coming up on Friday at Barnwired for our showcase. And then on Saturday, we will have the sports section. Isn't that fancy? Sports section coming up on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. at Barnwired in Sigourney, as our host, Andy McGuire, will be chatting with some coaches and athletes. I tell you what, it's Wednesday morning. I need to start finding some guests for Saturday morning. Saturday morning is bare right now. So we'll have some athletes, some coaches. I'll get her figured out here in the next few days for the sports section. Make sure you tune in. That's always a fun and a great show on Saturday mornings. You know what we didn't do yet is the impossible question. And, of course, we have an intro for that once again. So if I can find that intro, I am going to play it. Here we go. Today's impossible question. Indeed, it is time for the impossible question. All right. So I don't have Neil to talk to today about the impossible question, so you guys can maybe throw some comments in the comments section. Impossible question. 70% of women wish they didn't have to deal with being hit on where? So think about that. Again, 70% of women wish they didn't have to deal with being hit on where? Where are we talking about? Where do you ladies get hit on? All right, let's look at the comments. So far this morning, we've got Dan, Bubby, Sandy, Patrick, Priscilla, Heather, Nancy, Jackie, Bubby, Pat, Cindy, Anthony, and Rachel. Yeah, I must have missed that Iowa State score from last night, Bubby. So Iowa State lost. Boy, they've had a rough stretch, too. Jackie in the comments is saying church. Jackie gets hit on at church. I tell you. 70% of women wish they didn't have to deal with being hit on where? Patrick is saying while shopping. The answer that I've got in front of me is at the, where do you think? Again, church, shopping, grocery store, maybe? Do you get hit on over at Brothers Market? No, the answer is at the gym. So women get hit on at the gym, evidently, quite a bit. So sorry about that. Yeah, Audrey nailed it. So yeah, there you go. Our impossible question. Shall we get into some weird news? I think it is that time of the day. Let's get weird all up in here.
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird.
That is weird. Let's get to the weird today. Let's see here. All right, check this out. This is a story from a website called themarysue.com. Themarysue.com. So file this under, quote, DIY, but make it chaotic. So a TikTok video has people arguing over a new kind of life hack, and that is going to Home Depot, using the tools in the store, and then putting them back on the shelf like nothing happened. You ever thought about doing that? Going into like a Home Depot or a Menards and taking whatever, maybe a small project with you, using the tool from the store, and then acting like it never happened. All right, so that is what happened. In a clip posted by TikTok user Chewy, a customer opens up a packaged Phillips head screwdriver, uses it to work on a car part right there in the store, and then neatly repacks the screwdriver and returns it to the shelf. No purchase, no checkout, no paying for it. Viewers were stunned and divided on the situation. Some praised the boldness, calling it a smart workaround in an era when tools are quite expensive, and half of the aisle is locked behind cages. Others weren't so impressed, though, saying that this is exactly why everything is locked up now. So what do you think? Is it smart? Is it smart to do that? Would you do that? I don't think I would have the guts to take something into a Home Depot, a Lowe's, a Menards, carefully unpack a tool, use it on whatever project you have, and then neatly put it back in the package and act like nothing ever happened. That would be pretty gutsy. So that is in the weird. How about some other weird news? The Texas Rangers baseball team. The Texas Rangers have announced a unique promotion coming up this year that pays tribute to a legendary moment in franchise history. Now, on May 29th of this year, the Texas Rangers will distribute replica bloody lip jerseys to all fans in attendance for their game against the Kansas City Royals. Now, this jersey commemorates a 1990 matchup where pitcher Nolan Ryan, you know who Nolan Ryan is? He's like one of the all-time great pitchers of baseball. Nolan was struck in the face by a line drive from Bo Jackson. And hopefully you know who Bo Jackson is. He was a stud. So he was at bat. Bo hits a line drive right back at Nolan Ryan, who was the pitcher. The ball hit Nolan Ryan right in the face. I mean, that had to be going like 100 miles an hour, taking a baseball to the face. And then he stayed in the game with a busted lip, blood dripping down from his face and chin the rest of the game and bloodying his jersey. But he wouldn't come out of the game. He continued to pitch. So that's kind of a famous moment for Nolan Ryan. So the team having some fun with that. I don't know what these jerseys are going to look like, but they're giving away replica jerseys, Nolan Ryan bloody lip jerseys, coming up on May 29th for the Texas Rangers. Let's see here. The special giveaway is a highlight for their promotional schedule, which also includes a record 16 bobbleheads, 16 different bobbleheads that they'll be giving away. So check that out if you're a baseball fan in Texas. Let's go to New York City. Now, did watching the Bad Bunny halftime show make you want to go to the bathroom? You can have your opinion. It's totally fine. Here's the story. New York City experienced a massive, basically synchronized surge in water usage following Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime experience and performance. Data from the city's Department of Environmental Protection revealed that water demand plummeted during the show as fans remained glued to their TVs. However, in the 15 minutes following the halftime show from Bad Bunny, evidently everybody went to the bathroom. They say usage spiked to levels equivalent of 762,000 toilets flushing at the same time. Can you imagine that? So in New York City, they're saying after halftime got over, the halftime show got over, basically 3/4 of 1 million people got up and went to the bathroom and flushed all at the same time. So I don't know what kind of reaction that has on the infrastructure of the piping in the city, but that's kind of a super flush is what they're calling it. Everybody was flushing away the halftime show. Other things in the weird news today, a paramedic, I'm not sure where this is at. You can find this on the website for a station called KBTX. A paramedic is facing felony charges after allegedly urinating on his supervisor's desk and into a pot of workplace chili. That's what happens when you have like potlucks. People can pee in the chili. The incident occurred at an emergency medical services station where coworkers became suspicious of the food's odor. The chili was smelling like urine. Surveillance footage reportedly captured the individual tampering with the meal and damaging office property during a night shift. Following an internal investigation, the employee was immediately terminated and subsequently arrested by local police. Now, he now faces charges of tampering with a consumer product and criminal mischief. Authorities expressed shock over the disturbing nature of the act, noting it betrayed the trust of fellow first responders. The paramedic remains in custody while the department works to restore morale among its staff. Evidently, everybody was pretty bummed out about eating some pea chili. That'd be pretty gross. So that is some weird news here on Just Another Morning Show, brought to us by Brothers Market from the Osky Dental Studios. Again, we had Rick Landgrebe earlier in to co-host while Neil has the day off today. So we're going to probably be ending things a little bit earlier than usual, but let's go ahead and take our last commercial break of the day. Let's hear from some more of our sponsors. Back with some random crap after this. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
At Beacon Community Schools, opportunity isn't limited. It's everywhere. From FFA to music, business to athletics, our students explore it all. Small class sizes mean big advantages. Personal attention, strong relationships, and academic success that goes above and beyond. You're more than a student. You're a story, a voice, a vital part of our school family. From the classroom to the kitchen, every adult helps shape futures. At Beacon, pride runs deep, where everybody is somebody.
Are you buying a wine gift to take to a Valentine's dinner? Consider a bottle of Tassel Ridge Sweethearts Rosé and possibly a box of Finale chocolate bonbons. If dinner features a steak or other beef dish, take a bottle of Iowa in the Dark. A chocolate dessert calls for a bottle of Tassel Ridge Osky Vasante Pink, a sweet fizzy wine that will even pair with milk chocolate. These wines are available at Tassel Ridge Winery, and we can ship wines to addresses in Iowa where they can be received by someone who is at least 21 years old.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are dedicated to your success. We partner with growers like you to expand your possibilities with unparalleled offerings. Your unique challenges are met with more customized solutions than anyone else can offer. With you, we're feeding the future together.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have a variety of family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience. Call 641-622-1170 to reach the clinic or 641-622-3184 to reach Jack's Corner Drug.
Skunk River Radio is online radio for Southeast Iowa, playing country music from 1990 through 2010, along with Iowa country music. Listen to Steve Shetler weekdays from 6 a.m. to noon and The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio also has Southeast Iowa weather, community calendar, and we play all your country music favorites like Garth, Reba, Shania, Brooks and Dunn, and many, many more. Listen to Skunk River Radio at skunkriverradio.com. Download the app with Apple and Android devices or listen on Alexa and Google Assistant. Skunk River Radio, online radio for Southeast Iowa.
Bountiful produce, quality meats, frozen favorites, and a fresh bakery. These are the qualities of Brothers Market in Sigourney. Brothers Market is proud to serve the Sigourney community and is one of several locations in Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. For any of your grocery, meat, deli, bakery, or special order needs, shop Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney. Brothers Market was honored at the 2024 Iowa Hunger Summit for its efforts to serve underprivileged and disadvantaged communities. Brothers Market, a piece of the community you can count on.
Brothers Market in Sigourney, brother, is our headline sponsor on Just Another Morning Show. We're coming to you live and local from the Osky Dental Studios. I say we are coming to you, but it's just me today. It's just Steve hanging out with you. It's like, you know, the old days of Steve Shetler Media where I would just hang out in my studio all by myself. Now it's kind of lonely. Thanks to Rick Landgrebe for being in here for the first hour of the show from Brothers Market. And Neil will be coming back tomorrow, as only Neil can, and bringing his humor and make ourselves laugh at stupid things. Shall we do some random crap here on Just Another Morning Show? Probably. And you should probably watch for that pizza that's going to be coming your way. Here you go.
It's time for random crap.
It is. It's time. There's the pizza. Brother, let's say Brothers Market. Maybe that was a Brothers Market pizza. But it is time for random crap here on Just Another Morning Show. Okay. So we've got some different topics that we can run through. What did you almost eat? That is our first random crap topic of today. What did you almost eat? This person, first example is a fish hook in a soft drink can. You ever cracked open a can of whatever, pop or beer or something, and there's something in it, like floating around? This person had a fish hook that they almost drank. Next example is a piece of a flannel shirt in some ice cream. What? Why was a piece of a flannel shirt in somebody's ice cream? That's bizarre. And then also somebody says they almost ate a worm in a pistachio shell. Which, yeah, worms. A worm in a pistachio shell. I'm trying to think of something weird that I almost ate. The only thing that really pops into my brain is I almost ate a moldy grape on accident because I had like a little baggie of grapes that I took to work. And evidently one of them was moldy. Isn't it weird how like just single grapes can be moldy? Well, I almost popped one of those in my mouth, and thankfully I didn't. Moldy grape. Ugh. Next random crap topic for today: kindness from a stranger. Have you ever had some random act of kindness from a stranger? Examples: a woman I'd never met paid $600 for my dog to have surgery when I was very young and broke. Well, that's nice. $600 for somebody else's dog? Yeah, that's cool. Another person says, I was in the drive-thru at Krispy Kreme once and ordered 3 dozen donuts to celebrate my last day at work for the season, and the car in front of me did a pay it forward. Wonder if they knew what they were paying. Wonder if they found out that they were paying for 3 dozen donuts, and they were like, can I take that back? That's a lot of money. Yeah, so you ever done that, like in the drive-thru? Pay for the person behind you? Then also another example of kindness from a stranger. A freak rainstorm came out of nowhere, and I was stuck waiting for a bus. A stranger pulled up, handed me a very nice raincoat, and drove off. Well, that's nice. So, random kindness from strangers. That kind of reminds me, we were at the State Fair here just a few years ago, and it was a rainstorm. Kind of caught us off guard, and my mom got absolutely soaked in the rain. I mean, it was a torrential downpour that kind of popped up, surprised us. And one of the workers at the Iowa State Fair gates, as you're leaving or coming in, they gave Mom a dry, warm sweater. So that was nice of that lady. Other random crap for today. How about items that you should never share? Household items that you should never share according to the experts. Some of these are pretty common sense things. Toothbrushes, they say. Even a quick borrow can transfer millions of oral bacteria, including those that cause gum disease or cold sores. Ugh. Don't borrow somebody else's toothbrush. It's gross. Get a new one. Like Osky Dental gave me a new one for my checkup last week. What else? Razors. Don't use somebody else's razor. They can cause tiny little micro cuts, making it easy to transmit blood-borne infections like hepatitis or bacteria that can cause skin infections. When I was in college, one time, I had a friend of mine that wasn't the most hygienic person in the world. We'll just put it that way. I woke up, and he had probably a week's worth of growth of a beard on his face. He thought that he would just help himself to my razor. It was disgusting. I was like, how can you be using my razor? I threw it away, needless to say. They say don't use towels. Don't use somebody else's towel. Damp towels are breeding grounds for yeast and bacteria. And sharing them can lead to infections like athlete's foot and other stuff. You don't want somebody else's fungus. Fungus among us. How about earbuds? That's gross. You don't want to stick somebody else's earbuds in your ear. Gross. Say they can harbor bacteria and fungi, especially if not cleaned regularly. I mean, you're sticking an earbud in your ear. It's going to get in there with like earwax. Can you imagine pulling out like an earbud and suctions out like a big chunk of earwax stuck to it? And then somebody else grabs it and sticks it in their ear? I want to barf just thinking about it. Don't borrow lip balm or lipstick, as they can carry viruses like HSV1, which is cold sores, especially if used on cracked or dry lips. So don't use somebody else's lip balm or lipstick. Makeup brushes also are a no-no, especially those used around the eyes or mouth. They can spread pink eye, styes, or even herpes. Yeah. You don't want the herpes, do you? No, that's a no-no. Don't use somebody else's deodorant either. Direct contact with skin means bacteria can easily transfer. Stick to sprays if you have to share. Just don't borrow these things. Don't share these things. And bars of soap. They say, surprisingly, bars of soap can retain microbes and spread infections, especially if they stay moist. Love that word. Between uses. I mean, bars of soap can be pretty personal, too. We've talked about, Neil and I have talked about this before. I had a roommate in college, again, where, everybody used the shower, where somebody used my bar of soap, and it grossed me out. Ugh. Gross. More random crap for today. This comes from BuzzFeed.com, and here's a list of everyday things that have vanished without us noticing. Think about this. Things that have just kind of gone away and nobody's really said anything about it, and maybe you don't realize it until I'm going to tell you right now. So things that have vanished without us noticing. Mechanical horse rides outside of grocery stores. Do you see those anymore? Remember how maybe outside of Walmart or wherever the kids could get on the little merry-go-round type thing? Or get on the little horses, put a quarter in and ride them. You don't see those anymore. They say, all right, I didn't realize this. And I kind of doubt this. I'm thinking this might be fake news. They say all the fish tanks at Walmart. Do they not have fish tanks anymore at Walmart? Can anybody help me out in the comments on that? I would swear there are still fish tanks at Walmart. They say the culture of being quiet in a movie theater. So this goes along with our question of the day. Shut up if you're at the theater. I don't want to hear you talking. I don't want to hear your phone. I don't want to hear you crunching on popcorn. I don't want to hear you clearing your throat or sneezing or snorting your snot. Just be quiet in the theater. Shh. Quiet time. What else is going away? Toys in cereal. That's something I guess you don't see anymore. That used to be like when I was a kid, way back when, you'd always have a cheap little toy in the cereal box. I guess they're not there anymore. How about horrible accidental long-distance phone bills? It's just kind of, phone bills are just kind of sold in a package anymore, it seems like. I mean, people don't really have landlines anymore. So, you get a cell phone and it's just the package that you buy. So, long-distance phone bills. People writing a check for purchases at the store. There's still checkbooks out there. I mean, I have a checkbook at home that I use occasionally. But, obviously people pay online, debit cards, all that stuff. Let's see here. Clocks inside businesses. Is that going away? I guess I don't notice. Everybody uses their phone as their clock. People still wear watches, but clocks inside businesses have gone away. Fireflies on summer nights. Well, whoever wrote this list doesn't live in Iowa, but there are definitely less I always call them lightning bugs, but fireflies on summer nights. Cigarette machines. They used to be all around, all over the place. Ashtrays built into every armrest also. That used to be a disgusting thing. So gross. Cursive handwriting is going away. Obviously there are people that still use cursive, but it's going away. Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, you can watch cartoons any time of the day. Software apps that you could buy without a subscription. Okay, not really familiar with that. Magazine and book aisles. I don't know. I saw books and magazines when I was at Walmart here recently, so I don't know what they're talking about. I like to go to Barnes & Noble. They still have both those things. And manual window controls in cars. Yeah, it's just usually you just hit the button anymore. So stuff that's vanishing without us noticing. That's interesting. And then finally, in some random crap today, what attacked you on the toilet? Yeah. Were you sitting on the toilet when you were attacked by something? Here are some examples. A young girl who got a bat caught in her hair while using a campground outhouse. I can only imagine the screams of horror with a little girl with a bat in her hair. That would be kind of gross. How about this? A man who encountered a wild badger in the bottom of an outhouse. Must have been in Wisconsin. And then finally, a kitten that randomly leaped into a toilet. Must have attacked somebody. I wonder if it was like a porta potty type of a thing, and the kitten got down in the bottom and then jumped up when somebody sat down. That'd be a shocker. Randomly attacked on a toilet. I don't think I've been attacked on the toilet by anything, thankfully. That's good. It is time now for some good news here on Just Another Morning Show. Good news brought to us by Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance, where Medicare is made easy. Let's see here. Jay, give him a holla. 319-471-3328. Jay Dennis, Bridalwood Midwest Insurance. We got to play the music, right?
Good news.
Good news.
Good news. Brought to us by Jay Dennis. What's the headline again? Heroic tortoise escapes shed fire caused by lamp. Okay, that's our lead in. A lucky tortoise managed a slow but successful escape after its heat lamp accidentally ignited a blaze in a backyard shed. The fire broke out late Sunday afternoon, quickly engulfing the wooden structure as thick smoke alerted nearby neighbors. Firefighters arrived on the scene to find the resilient reptile already clear of the flames, having crawled out just in time. I'm okay. I got out of the fire just in time. That's my tortoise impersonation. Thank you. Thank you. They say, while the shed and its contents were completely destroyed, the tortoise suffered only minor soot marks and was given a clean bill of health. It's good news. You can read more about it. There is a little bit more to the story. You can read the whole story at Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Look for that fine face of Jay Dennis. The fine face of Jay Dennis at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance. He sponsors our good news. Look for it on Facebook. Jay Dennis, Bridalwood Midwest Insurance.
Good news.
Good news on Steve Shetler Media. I told you we'd wrap up a little bit early. It's just me. Rick was here earlier. Neil will be back tomorrow, but it's just me today. But let's take another look at our forecast. All right, and in our forecast, which is sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney, and you can find Cindy, Danny, and the crew at 105 South Jefferson Street in Sigourney. and give them a call. Get your orders in for the Garden Gate, 641-622-3191. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturdays 9 to noon. They've got something for everyone. Fresh floral arrangements, home decor, sympathy gifts, and of course they got flowers and roses for Valentine's Day. Get your orders in. Don't be late for your lovey-dovey. Get those things ordered for Valentine's Day from the Garden Gate. Now, of course, they'll have stuff the day of, but you want to get that taken care of. For today, on the weather, sunshine, high of 49, just a little bit of a northwest wind. Very nice day. Tonight, increasing clouds, a low of 32. Tomorrow, a slight chance of some rain before noon. We'll start off cloudy, become sunny. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 29. Friday, sunny and 54. Mentioned earlier, by Tuesday of next week, we'll be in the 60s. Crazy. Your weather sponsored by the Garden Gate. Yeah. Yes, indeed. That's the noise. That's the sounder. That's the end of our show. That means it's the end of our show. So it is a Wednesday. We really don't have anything out of the ordinary coming up later on today. We should have all of our normal stuff popping up on Facebook and YouTube. Do keep in mind, tomorrow evening, Thursday night, we will have Keota girls postseason basketball at 7 o'clock, so make sure you tune in for that. Otherwise, that'll be it for today. Tune in tomorrow. Neil will be back in the studio hanging out, and we will have a good old time. But thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow.